Well, this is gonna be cool. Good morning everyone, hope you're all having a wicked day. Welcome back to the NugTech. We are 2 weeks away from the Budget Enduro at Sandown, and this thing has to be ready for the track for 6 hours. Mechanically, the drivers have to be physically able, but here I am, not going to the gym like I'm supposed to, and not doing anything mechanical. We're wrapping the car. This right here is my $800 Honda Integra DC4. It has a B18 B1. The thing was sitting abandoned for a few years in a car yard in Ballarat. I managed to get it back here, and we're gonna be building this thing into a race car. Now, it doesn't exactly look like a race car at the moment. She's a little bit gross. Today we're gonna be wrapping the car, or at least starting the wrap on the car. And not only do we have some wrap, I've also got a few other little things as well, which I can sort of show you guys. Right here, before we get to anything in today's video, we have to address the elephant in the room. This car is gonna be wrapped in VinylFrog's Racing Yellow. This color is what I originally hoped my first FD was gonna be wrapped in. It is such an incredible color. VinylFrog actually reached out to me a little bit before the Integra, and they wanted to do something. So I managed to get this roll of wrap right here. We're gonna be trying to wrap the Integra. I've never done a full car myself. The last time we had Empire Tinting and Vinyl Wrapping helping me out with the RX-7, but this one here is gonna be all me, but it is also on a Nugget Integra race car, so it doesn't really have to be perfect, but we're going to try and make it as perfect as humanly possible. I've read a lot of reviews about the VinylFrog stuff, and they reckon it looks incredible. The actual clarity in it is almost comparable, like I dare say comparable to an Ozotech that I had in my original car. It looks phenomenal, and I've actually put a few test pieces on the Integra to see how it's going to look, and to make sure it actually sticks to some of the paint, and this wrap looks incredible. It is so glossy, it's not funny. It looks exactly like paint. It's wild. Also, quick little teaser, that's wild, that is mental. And this right here is the next biggest thing. We got some aero. I quickly jumped onto zero offset and I grabbed myself an Integra Type R wing. Now this one here obviously isn't OEM, it's a beautiful, big, light, quick little plastic thing, but it looks like it fits up. Absolutely mad, please don't drop off the back of my car. All right, you guys get the gist. It's gonna look something like that. It looks so sick. The next one, I jumped onto Elite Garage, and they had stock of these, which is a mad little front lip. It's actually a Mugen style lip, and the reason I wanted the Mugen style is because in the future I want to be making some brake ducts out of this thing. So yeah, it's got some brake ducting and stuff like that. Looks like it fits up pretty nicely. So yeah, it's not fiberglass either. It's like a big plastic bumper, so I shouldn't rip it off, just in case we hit a ripple strip or something hectic. But that is enough of showing you guys parts. Let's get the car outside. I'm gonna have to quickly sweep out the entire garage. We're gonna clean up the car. We're gonna rip a whole bunch of stuff off it so that way we can get around to all the little nooks and crannies for the wrap. And then start to make this thing my favorite color for a car ever, Racing Yellow. I'm going to quickly get out the sanding blocks and I'm going to quickly sand down the car. Not every bit of the car needs sanding. The wrap is actually going to be able to stick to all of this, but obviously I've got to wash the car and stuff like that beforehand because it has sit out in the rain. Now the front bar is definitely going to need a good, just mainly this bit here, but the front bar is definitely going to need a really good sand. The indicators need to come out. This indicator needs to come out. I'm gonna potentially rip these off, but actually, I don't know, we'll see how we go. Door handles will have to come out. I'm thinking the tail light's gonna have to come out, but yeah, we'll see how we go. It's a sad sight, but the car is now fully sanded back and I've got, well, pretty much flattened out absolutely everywhere I possibly can. So yeah, you guys can see the 80 grit marks. Oh no. It's flat. That's all we care about, is it's flat. When you're wrapping a car, you should never wrap over bad paint. And I know that sounds really weird because a lot of people will actually wrap to cover bad paint, like flaking paint, flaking clear coat, all that sort of stuff. But in actual fact, the best wrap jobs come out when the paint underneath is flawless. Now, in this video, we're gonna be wrapping over bad paint. I want to show you guys a few little things that you can look at to make sure that it's not a horrible experience. But when you're actually wrapping a car, you actually are lifting up and then pulling and stretching and then putting it back down. And if you have flaking paint or cracking paint, what can actually happen is when you lift it back up, the paint will actually stick to the wrap and come straight off the car. So what I literally did across the other side of the car where the paint is physically just flaking off the side of the car is on the good side, I had to actually hit it with sandpaper too. It's very upsetting to see. So this bit here where the paint was all flaking, that is now gone. It's all flat once again. And across the whole front bar, we've got rid of all the paint on the front bar. So now it's just back to bare plastic. Everything you are not supposed to do with the wrap is what I'm doing right now. It's gonna look better than it does now, but only maybe 50% of this car is actually gonna look how the wrap is supposed to look. Your boy's showing you the wrong way to do this. Now, I really hope I haven't forgotten how to do this. I really hope not. I think the hardest bit is literally just gonna be having to do the wrap all by myself and not have a person here, but we'll see how it goes. Bonnet's on the car. So there's probably a few places on that bonnet where I just need to go around and just get the air out, but for now, what we'll do is we'll cut all the excess off, we'll wrap it around the bonnet, and then we'll see what she looks like. Alright, so it took a hot minute, but the bonnet is now done. We're yellow. Honestly, it is the most perfect color for this car. There's so many nice colors, but yellow always takes the cake on a car, especially 90s Jap POS. It looks so good. So I'm gonna attempt the roof, I think, next. Probably be the easiest one. The only thing is we have a massive sunroof in the way. Also, in terms of the wrap quality, 100% on par with some of the best wraps I've ever seen. VinylFrog, I'm definitely gonna be using your stuff again because this is insane. Alrighty, as you can probably tell from my hair, I've been at it for a few hours. It's bloody hot, but this wrap is going on so nicely. And unfortunately with the passenger side, I knew it was gonna look a little bit terrible, but the driver's side though, look, it's so freaking spicy. Look at this. Bonnet is all done, front guard is done, driver's door is done. I've also done the roof, which looks absolutely insane with the sunroof. Doors done, boot right here is also done, which looks absolutely wild. And now I got this side here too. This side is being an absolute pain because even though we have sanded it, as I thought, the paint literally, as soon as you pick it up, just lifts off and then it gets really, really hard to stick back down. Alrighty guys, it is day 2 and I went ham yesterday. I think I did this thing for 13 hours straight, and then I've also been at it for about 4 hours this morning, and it's looking like this. How cool. I've been absolutely grinding out doing work on this car, and it's actually coming out really nicely. The edges still need a little bit of work. There's obviously like some areas where it's a little bit janky, but once we take the tail lights out and we're able to recess all that, it looks so nice. The last bits that are left to do is I have the rear bumper, I have the front bumper, and I also have both mirrors, the wing and the front lip. I'm debating whether or not I keep the front lip black, but I don't know, I'll work it all out. But either way, the wrap is looking absolutely insane. The quality of it is so great. It's actually laying down super nicely. It's so easy to work with this stuff. Loves heat, bounces back really nicely, and the clarity on it is absolutely beautiful. Jump down here and have a little bit of a gaze at that. It is like actual paint. Now, other thing, I have been chasing a name for this car for so long, and I think we finally worked it out. Sarah, after seeing the color of the wrap and then the color of the seats we're going to be putting in this thing eventually and a few little things, she reckons it's like the Macca's car, so she started to nickname it Ronald. And you know what? Ronald feels like a great name for the $800 abandoned Teggy. Ronald the Integra, I think we should call it. Let me know what you guys think down below. I think that's a perfect name for her. Anyway, we're on the home stretch now. I'm gonna do the bumpers and then I'll get to the wing. We'll have to fit up the wing, do a couple of little things as well. The wing's gonna make this thing. Swept out the side of the garage right now because this is going to be the longest piece that we've had to do. Fingers crossed it's nice and easy. This one here, I've actually overlaid the top of it because once again, I'm not really too fussed about keeping everything one piece. As you can see, there are a few joins in this. But yes, I've been sort of inlaying a whole bunch of things and just making it a little bit easier for myself considering we have such a tight time frame getting this thing done. So either way, it's looking absolutely magnificent and I'm so stoked. This is the scariest one. To wrap the rear bumper, I need it 3 meters by 500 mil. Scary. I've swept down the floor. Fingers crossed there's not too much damage I do to it. Absolute nightmare fuel. It's so happy. Look at it. It's such a happy little Integra. The front bar inlays have been taking forever, and I don't know how many pieces this bar is going to be, but it's going to be a lot of pieces. It's the final piece of the puzzle before we do the mirrors, which hopefully shouldn't take too long, and the lip, which I know is going to be a pain, but it's off the car, so I don't really care too much. All right, front bar is officially done. That was an absolute mission and a half because there are so many different recesses that I had to do. I think the front bar was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 piece job. So, oh man, doors are so much easier. 9 piece job, but either way, the entire car is now ready to go. Pretty much just have to do the mirrors, and then I have the front splitter and the wing that I need to do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the wing and front splitter done, but that could be another cool, fun video anyway. So, oh man, all right, let's get the mirrors done. Sunday afternoon, 7 p.m. The car, I have officially finished. It's yellow. I've made a proper mess of my garage, but car is officially yellow. Now I am missing 2 very important bits that I showed you at the start of the video. The wing and the front lip. However, if you count doing a wrap over a weekend, then theoretically, I did it. I have completed a full color change. The car looks incredible. I can't wait to see it in the sun. It's gonna be amazing. I cannot wait to get some good wheels on it because at the moment, it's still looking like a proper pig. So once we get some wheels on it, I feel like the whole thing is going to change of this car, but yeah, it's very, very cool. Very, very cool color. I like it. There you guys have it. Ronald has officially been wrapped, and I am oh my god. It's probably been, I dare say, 20 hours I've been working on this, and it is not perfect by any means, but the car is yellow and it looks absolutely incredible. VinylFrog have done an amazing job creating a product that actually looks great, but also is relatively easy to install. As you guys can see, where the paint was nice, the actual clarity in this wrap is almost equivalent to paint. Obviously, there are some areas on the car which were painted, and you know, we did the dodgy. This car should not look this good in the slightest, but at the end of the day, we have a yellow DC4 and it looks incredible. So yeah, taking a look around the car. We still have these which haven't been mounted yet. Debating whether I'm leaving them black or not, because they're going to be a pain in the ass to wrap, but I feel like it should go yellow. Also, the door trims as well. I don't know whether I should leave them off or put them back on, but what do you guys reckon? I reckon the cleanest part is actually the roof. Look how nice that is there with this seal in place. It looks so mad. And we're going to be cleaning up the tail lights and doing all that sort of stuff as well. And I cannot wait to get some new wheels on it. Look at the quality. Look at that. Oof, looks so good. By the way, Melbourne's turned on the sunset for us. Let's get a beautiful shot. Look at this. Ooh. Absolutely over the moon with how it looks. All right, let's go to the garage because I want to put my Evo back inside tonight. Oh no.